Dance break bonus. Bored in the house, or in the house. Bored in the house, bored in the house. Bored in the house, bored in the house. Bored in the house. Hi guys, it's Jika from Pepper, and today's episode of Food Hacks Not by Pepper, we're making Auntie Anne's Pretzels. So our video director Dan found this YouTube video from Pop Sugar where they invited someone from Auntie Anne's to make Auntie Anne's Pretzels with them. Although we found the video from Pop Sugar, they don't actually have the actual recipe in that specific video, but they have an article that links to another Auntie Anne's pretzel recipe from Cooking Classy, and that's what we're gonna make today. Side note, the recipe from Cooking Classy makes the dough bites, but the base is actually really just the pretzel without cutting it into smaller bite-sized pieces. So we're gonna do that, and let's get started. Okay, first thing we have to do is bloom our yeast. So you need a cup of warm water, a packet of yeast. So if it says a packet of open it. Wait lang. Okay. So like I said, a packet of yeast is 2 1/4 teaspoon. The recipe, you need 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, but you're gonna put half a teaspoon of it with your yeast mixture to help it come alive. It says whisk it together, and then you're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes. It's alive! So when your yeast has done blooming, you can start putting the rest of your ingredients. So that's the rest of your sugars, 2 tablespoons packed brown sugar, a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and a teaspoon of salt. Using your whisk attachment, you just mix it. And then, with your mixer set on low speed, you have to gradually add your bread flour. This is 1.5 cups of bread flour. So you slowly add it in while your mixer is on low speed. Clean. Okay, so once it's all mostly mixed, you stop and then you switch to your dough. And then you keep your mixer running at low speed after you put your all-purpose flour until you get like a smooth elastic dough. I'll turn it off because Dan gets mad when I talk over the mixer. This is a cup of flour, but you can go up to a cup and 1/4, it says in the recipe, depending on how sticky your dough is. Okay, so I actually added the extra 1/4 cup of flour because I found that my dough was still a bit too sticky. You're just gonna take your dough and transfer it to another greased bowl. You can keep it here, just coat it with some oil or butter. See, it's still a little bit sticky. I hope this is the right amount of stickiness. And that's pretty much it. Now you just have to wait for it to rise for like an hour or an hour and a half until it's doubled in size. So I'm already gonna start working on my dough because it's already doubled in size. First thing we do, I'm gonna flour it a bit on top, and then you punch it down. Now the recipe says to lightly dust your surface with flour, but in the video they do it with a non-stick spray. So I'm gonna put oil on my surface. So this is just neutral oil. So I'm just gonna help it boil it a little bit too, and then you're gonna divide your dough into 6. After you cut it into 6, this is the fun part. So in the video, you start with this, and you have to roll it out into a long rope. So it says you can roll it out normally, like from the center going out like this, or you can do like a jump rope method where you hold both and just do like that. It says there are 2 methods. You know what? I'm gonna do the simpler method first. Start with a U, and then you just twist it like this, and then up like that. And a pretzel. That's not bad. Okay, I take it back. It looks weird. Let's try with another one. And then we'll try the lasso method. So the lasso method is you hold it up like this, twist it. Okay, again. Twist it and then put it down. I'll just do a U again with this one. So I think I made a mistake with the first 2 pretzels because I made too many knots. So we'll start with the U, and you're only supposed to twist it once and then bring it back like this. See? So I reviewed the lasso trick. Twist, set it down. Yes. Oh my god, now I want to redo this one. Sure. I don't think I can work at Auntie Anne's. None of these look as good as I want them to. I really thought this was gonna be easy. Side note, I already preheated my oven to 450. I think if it's not 450, Dan's gonna give you the right measurement here. So before these go into the oven, you have to dip it in a baking soda hot water solution. So I have 1/4 of a cup of baking soda, and I'm just gonna put 3 cups of hot water. It's important that the water is hot. I don't know why, but I even put it in a microwave safe bowl because it says that while you work in batches, the water has to be hot so you can keep putting it back into the microwave. This looks really sketchy. Guys, this is a disaster. It won't fit. Okay, now what? Maybe I can just fish it out with a spoon. Guys, disaster. Okay, I found tongs. Okay, that was bad. It's showing that I don't actually know what I'm doing, which is, I guess, the point. Ow! Okay, and then we're gonna put this in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes, I think. If I'm wrong, then I'll put the correct time here. Guys, it looks so weird. This is the one I left in the water for too long. This is the second batch, which I think looks better. So here are my pretzels and my pretzel bites out of the oven. When you take them out of the oven, you're gonna dip them into a 1/2 cup of melted butter. Let it rest for like 2 minutes. Look at how sad my pretzel is. No, my pretzel bites. So while it rests, you make your cinnamon sugar. For your cinnamon sugar, make sure all you need is 1/2 cup of sugar and a tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Just mix it all together and dip. And then you're just gonna keep doing that until you finish coating all of your pretzels, and then you're done. Finally, we have our Auntie Anne's pretzels. That was a lot of work, but I don't know why it was so hectic for me. Anyway, time for my favorite part, reading the ingredients. Just kidding. Trying it. So, I'd say flavor-wise, so good. It really does taste like Auntie Anne's pretzel. I guess the only thing that I'm lacking here from this recipe, I'm not sure if it's the recipe's fault or it's my fault, probably my fault. It doesn't have that same chewiness. This one is too soft for me. Although I'm not complaining, I like soft pretzels too, but I'd like it a little bit chewier. So I guess accuracy rating, I'd give it a 85% because the flavor is really there. I love the taste. It's really so fluffy. If you like it fluffy, then try this recipe. It's good. We'll link it down below. Tell me if you experience the same struggles as I did. And tell us what else you want to see from us down below. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.